Welcome, Capricorn. It's Evelyn. We're going to pull some cards for you. Take a deep breath. Sending out lots of love and blessings. I just watched a video with a free healing, so if you have 10 minutes, please go watch this. It's Laura Eisenhower's video with Christopher Macklin. He's a PhD etheric healer, amazing. At 1 hour and 38 minutes is the 10-minute healing. You must at least do the healing, but I would advise listening to the video, the whole video as well. So check it out. And also, my daughter, who's pursuing an acting career, just did a podcast with her old acting teacher. If you want to check that out, it's a beautiful interview from Mornings with Matt on YouTube, and with the interview with Jenna Michelle. So check that out too. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the feminine's Mars and the masculine's Venus. Today is September 28th, 2020, and the reading is for the first half of October, so now through around the 15th of October. I'm not someone who does future predictions. Timelines change, and you always have a choice in which path you take, so I try to avoid really projecting out to the future. So whenever you come across this video, it is about your present moment and where to go from your now moment. This is really important to say. So, yeah, I've already pre-shuffled. This is the Gilded Tarot. I have the Rider-Waite Mini I'm going to use for clarifications, and we'll pull an energy card at the end. And so for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn for Capricorn today? Excuse me, I did that clearing last night, so I'm still kind of, it makes you burp and, you know, clear your body just naturally clears and purges. So just be aware of that. And I think you need about 2 hours to just be able to relax after the video. So give yourself space to do that. All right, so for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all this concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn for Capricorn? Let's clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. God, please armor us all with your love. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that can be God, Source, Mother, Father, Christus, Sophia, Creator, Love. Doesn't matter what the title is. It's all the same thing. So here we go with Capricorn. Let's see what comes up for Capricorn today. Capricorn. Capricorn. First half of October 2020 for Capricorn. Okay, first card out for you guys. The Knight of Wands. So on the move, being passionate. What is the challenge for you guys? The Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself. What is the foundation? The Four of Swords reversed, which is perhaps not sleeping and rising above, or perhaps you're awakening or waking up and coming out. The recent past is the Nine of Pentacles, the sovereign energy, which is beautiful. And then the present moment, you have the Five of Wands. There may be some conflict or games, or perhaps the pursuit of happiness, pursuit of the impossible dream, the quest. What's coming up for you, Capricorn, is the Two of Swords, perhaps clarity or new information's coming in that might knock you off balance a little bit. And you see yourself as the Ace of Cups reversed, maybe purging or feeling dumped or in the dumps, perhaps crying or any fluids coming out of your body. That can be sweating it out, peeing a lot, or even vomiting if you're sick. But this is a purge card, and so it's in in its positive sense, it's really about letting go of that stuff, and that's okay. What's around you or how others might see you is the Lover's reverse, which definitely here now might be a breakup for sure. This could be being dumped, a lack of love, or a lack of a lover in your life, just being in the dumps about that. The blocks that you need to clear have to do with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, that things aren't in your favor right now. Or maybe that you're just waiting for divine timing to kick in. So we end up at the Six of Wands, which is great, success, good news, getting attention, leading the way. This is beautiful. And what is the connection to what's left hanging in limbo at the end of your read? The connection is the sun. Beautiful. The sun really comes out for you here. The sun will come out tomorrow. And what's left hanging in limbo is the Magician at the end of the read. So we'll see what all that is about. You're going to get another card, and probably more than one, depending on what that card is. And let's see. And then the bottom of the deck here is the King of Pentacles. So we're going to give you a little bit of backstory on that. And then we're going to go forward. I just had to take a deep breath. Just a bit of stress there, which is typical for Capricorn. Just as a relationship thing, so you can relate to me, I have 3 Capricorn placements. I have a moon in Capricorn, as well as conjunction of my Saturn and Jupiter, which is actually coming up in December. So it's a very significant time for me. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And this is about implementing a new plan. After you've been reaping the rewards and hanging out, daydreaming about what you want to do, it's time to implement that plan. How are you going to go forward? Do you want to retire? Do you want to invest? Do you want to go back to work, etc.? And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is the truth coming out, and it's literally coming out here. We have impatience here, or lack of patience, or losing patience, and the Two of Wands here, feeling like you have no options or running out of options. Maybe you chose your path, but now you can't implement it right now, even though you've chosen. Or there's a need to choose a path, and you're being indecisive. And here is the King of Pentacles sitting there examining the truth very patiently and slowly. But there's someone impatient down here. So Sagittarius and then Earth sign energy, but he can have this Sagittarius in his chart. So the King of Pentacles is definitely implementing or strategizing a plan. And the recent past is independence, whether that's his own independence as you. But they're both very Capricorn energies. This can be 2 people. This can be a father and daughter. This can be his own independence with the Nine of Pentacles, or these can be 2 separate people who would go very well together because they're both very empowered in their sovereignty. Okay, the foundation here is the Four of Swords, rising above the situation, perhaps if you're not sleeping, or just going through an awakening process. And then here's central energy is the Knight of Wands, which is getting busy, with whatever you're passionate about. And the challenge being relighting that torch, standing up for yourself and taking the high ground. The crowning position is that, the quest for the pursuit of happiness, literally, the impossible dream, the quest for riches, when the cowboys and Indians, when they sought across the country to get to the gold mines in California. So I was just getting for the 49ers are coming up. So actually my great-grandfather was very involved with that. He came from Europe. He almost got killed on a boat as a ship's hand, but luckily his parents caught up with him after he ran away. But he did come to the United States, and he went up to Boston with his sibling to learn jewelry, and then he went across the country and fought Indians and ended up in California with the coal miners. He knew Levi. He invented the flap for the Levi zipper, the overalls that they wore. And then his sister had a small store up in Sacramento, which she asked him to come up and help her with. So he went up to do that, and he ended up developing Weinstock Lubin and Company with his half-brother. He was Lubin, his half-brother was Weinstock, which ended up being Weinstock, which is now it's not the Macy's company, but now all the Macy's have replaced most of those Weinstocks. And that actually, Weinstocks was there until the 1980s, which I was very surprised when I looked at that and realized that. But anyway, So let's see. And I was thinking, is David Lubin, my great-grandfather, was he a Capricorn? Why is it coming up during Capricorn? And he wasn't. He was September, not September. He was Gemini 10th, like my mother. My mother's in an Alzheimer's facility right now. She's June 10th as well. They're both Geminis, but he must have had a lot of Capricorn in his chart because he was very much a militant do-gooder. All right, so, and he had a scar on his cheek from being burned by the Sabbath flame when he was born. And my son has that same, like, replicated scar on his cheek. It's very interesting. Anyway, so I'll stop going on about me and my family. But the King of Pentacles here in the underlying energies, why is he there for Capricorn? Why is the King of Pentacles in the underlying energy there for Capricorn? Well, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. And this is very much that new energy. This can be a child who's a really good student, an intern, an opportunity, invitation, right? Examining every little piece of this coin here, perhaps learning about the Christ consciousness, the unity consciousness. And this is someone who may be very defensive to it. And this could be a child along with this King of Pentacles father, or an intern, or just his own opportunity, but perhaps someone else may be defensive to it. We have the Four of Pentacles afterwards. This is somebody letting go of what they've been holding on to in order to repair or fix things or make amends with someone. All right. And this is related to you being in the dumps or being dumped or purging. Okay, I'm going to put this back though, see if it comes up again, which is actually ultimately your happiness. So why do you have the Nine of Pentacles there upright in the recent past? Okay, we have the Angel, the Temperance card, and the Five of Cups reversed. And this has to do with patience and balance and a higher love. This is very much here about a higher love, especially with the King of Pentacles and the Sovereign of the Nine of Pentacles. That's the single person who's got everything they need in life except for the person to share it with. And this is somebody getting over loss, grief, regret, shame, guilt, the past, themselves. It's walking off the beaten path into a higher love, right? Finding your sovereignty, or your child is. We have two children perhaps here. This is the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. So it could be the King of Pentacles with two children and them finding their independence from him. We also have, here's the workplace with the King of Wands reversed, which can be someone the King of Pentacles is working with, or this can be his own shadow side and with issues at work, or just not getting along with this person at work. This also can represent third parties through work. And then we have the Ace of Cups again, so we're going to leave it out now. So this is where, this may be the purge of either losing money at work or purging people at work you're not getting along with, or having to purge employees because you can't afford them anymore. So all that energy is coming up from the recent past with your sovereignty. The foundation is the Four of Swords reversed, rising above. Oh, we got three there. All right, so suffering in silence, trying to end the nightmare. This is chronically, though, going on. The Knight of Swords reversed, holding your tongue or lashing out. This is more like holding your tongue because you're suffering. And then this is getting closure here, coming full circle, being out in the world. This can be the sealed divine feminine as well, or perhaps it's getting around the neighborhood that you've been suffering or not sleeping. Maybe someone's being really loud in the neighborhood too as well. So why do we have the Knight of Wands in the middle of your read, Capricorn? Capricorns can be very driven like that. They're not usually seen as the Knight of Wands, but if you have fire in your chart, for sure. We have, let's see, we have Sag reversed, which came up here and here, so you may have Sag in your chart. And we have Gemini, Libra both reversed, and then Leo upright for me. And this can be Gemini or Virgo upright. Sometimes I get Aries for the Magician as well. So why do we have the Knight of Wands upright for your read? And Sag, I think, needs to speak up their truth, because when I did this Sag video yesterday, my mic plug wasn't plugged all the way in, so there's a little bit of a buzzing sound, and sorry about that, but there's a reason for that. It didn't happen on anyone else's videos, just Sag. So it felt like it was partially plugged in, but not all the way, which is a message for Sagittarius, and that may be in your chart, so that's why I'm telling you that. So the Knight of Wands in the middle of the read for Capricorn, why? We have the Nine of Cups and the Emperor reversed. So someone's very satisfied, but this can be arrogance about their own placement. So this can be someone out of control, abusing their power, or somebody is arrogant about an older person who's not doing well or stepping down from power. And there can be some arrogance with someone who's replacing them, like the Knight of Wands, which can be someone younger. And this could be someone who's just getting old and they want to retire. So it doesn't have to be something bad, but it can also be someone who's sick or ill or abusing their power. So it can be lots of different things. But there's also this, either this happiness of someone taking over because they're excited, they're stepping down and they get to get in this position, or this can be arrogance of him or someone else around him about this. So again, it could be the King of Pentacles, one of his kids may be taking over a spot, but this could be the King of Pentacles, but the Emperor's reversed, so that could be a grandparent as well. And my great-grandfather just came up. So this could be a grandparent, here's the son, and then here's the children, where someone may be taking over, but we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands could be this Nine of Pentacles independent person, or they could be two separate people. Yeah, I want to bring these up just because it's the center card. After the Emperor reversed, this is coming up. A bold move with the Chariot here to justice by two people being left out in the cold. So someone may get fired or laid off, or maybe you have to turn people away because you just can't handle it. You're no longer going to like work 24 hours a day because it's affecting your own life, your own health. But there's Cancer and Libra here as well who are upright. Maybe they were both left out in the cold by the Emperor here. Put that up there. So we have Aries, Capricorn, and Libra there, but the Aries is reversed. So the challenge for you is standing up for yourself to others, or this Knight of Wands standing up to others. Okay, so why do we have the Seven of Wands there? Taking the high ground. There's new passion here for sure, coming from the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. This could be the same person, and this is her energy, even though she's Earth, she's also got fire in her chart, or these are two people who've been hanging out, seeing, like looking at new perspectives. And there's that page, you know, looking at all the angles of that gold coin. And here's the Queen of Pentacles doing the same. So there's a lot of passion coming up behind what she's been looking at, perhaps hanging out with the Page of Pentacles, and offering new passion here. And this is the challenge for you, Capricorn. This could be your own energy. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. They can both be Capricorns. So can the Page of Pentacles, and so can this Nine of Pentacles. They could all be Capricorns potentially. The whole family could have Capricorn in their chart, for all I know. But it's definitely coming up as a very productive and wealthy, very balanced, well-rounded family. But here's somebody hanging out, perhaps bored or apathetic in a situation, perhaps grounding and integrating an offer. But it seems like it's like all the others, but it's not. This is the hand of God offering this to you, but somebody's been ignoring that. But someone may be bored of hanging out, and so now they're charging forward. Perhaps maybe this Knight of Wands is charging forward to the Queen of Pentacles to push them to offer their passions, their growth, their creativity, perhaps here to the world. Now it's pushing towards the world. But someone's definitely standing up for their own behalf or on somebody else's behalf to light a new torch. And this is the challenge for Capricorn. But it's the Knight of Wands is very important here because it's in the middle of the read, and it's here again with the Queen of Pentacles. So why do we have the Five of Wands there at the top? All right, so there's definitely healing of a family going on here. There's either a happy ending going on with the healing, or this is you know, keeping the air up. You know, does it look good? But inside they're actually having issues and healing and falling apart. So this could be end of a family or end of an emotional cycle of healing and fighting. All right, this is the detox of the family. So after fighting a lot in the family, and this is somebody not getting any sleep, being very passionately getting up and moving forward. Perhaps, you know, the pursuit to heal. It doesn't have to be fighting. And then here we have the Two of Swords reversed, the clarity, the new information that has knocked you off balance. What is this new information that came in for Capricorn? Or that's coming in? Capricorn. Choosing a new path. This could be a twin flame path as well. This could be a secret that came out, or the need to use your intuition. And this could be an avoiding a disaster or in the aftermath, and now you're in the cleanup of sudden events, whether they're explosions, eruptions, epiphanies, whatever happened, where a secret came out, that's the new information, prompted a choice of a new path here for you. And boy, am I sweating. So there's definitely some masculine energy coming up here. We have the Hierophant reverse. This can be a divorce or a breakaway from any kind of contract or promise or commitment to societal norms, the boys club, a Taurus, a Hierophant who's tainted. This could be a tainted religious leader. So it's a breakaway from that. And we also have, these are either two religious leaders who have fallen from grace, or they're literally about to turn over and rise from the ashes. And that could be a Pisces and a Taurus, or it can be Virgo energy can come up with the High Priestess as well because of that purity. And we have Scorpio in the middle between them, reversed. So they're all reversed. Pisces reversed, Scorpio reversed, Taurus reversed. And this could be the Capricorn moving away from these negative group energies into their own path, or even the twin flame path. This is the Capricorn, the Ace of Cups reversed. They see themselves that way. As the Magician reversed, perhaps feeling insecure, perhaps not having the tools to deal with their emotions or the situation, or perhaps having their tools taken away from them, literally. And this is standing up for yourself and fighting. Like you had to be knocked over like this in order to hit bottom and then rise. This could be negative online crap too. But this is you rising to stand up for yourself and take the higher ground. So you kind of had to be dumped or pushed to the emotional limits in order to deconstruct all the old templating in you, the false teachings, in order to rise again in your power. And there's definitely a surrender here, which is good. Surrender to an energetic exchange, the arrows of love, expressing your feelings and your desires, lots of communications going back and forth, or travel going back and forth. This is really powerful. It's a fall that needed to happen here. Or just a purge, a big purge. Why do we have the Lovers reversed around Capricorn? And that could be just a Gemini person, but let's see what else. Someone is coming in with great news, ending the war, just good news in general, success leading the way. And this is the worst is telling people the war is over, the worst is over, the bliss is about to set in as the swords all fall out of their back. Right? So there could have been a betrayal, but now there's good news. Good news, good news. Someone's inspired to, oh, this is having lots of options or synchronicities, heaven in their eyes, finding the one. Whether it's out shopping or the person or the job, you found the one. Amidst all this crap that you couldn't decipher, the one is standing out more than ever. And this could literally be you seeing synchronicities. And there, look at that. It's a 5D connection. This can be a twin flame connection, the 5D connection that's destined. And then we have Libra here and Gemini. Libra's upright, Gemini's reversed. Over here we have Gemini and or Virgo reversed in your chart perhaps. The blocks that you have to do with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, but here it's upright. Why is that there for your blocks? Because Capricorn prepares for the worst. So stop preparing for the worst and know the best is happening for you, that you deserve love. Stop self-sabotaging. That's a Capricorn thing. Capricorn is associated with depression as well. So let's see here. And that could be a Libra who's in your way as well. So Knight of Cups reversed, again, self-sabotage, right? This is ultimately where you want to be love, to offer love, to have love being offered to you. This is saying, I'm jealous, I'm moody, I'm insincere, I only want to give love if I'm going to get something in return, right? You don't want to be in this energy. This is depression, okay? So depression and arrogance are two sides of the same coin, and the Star cards carries both of those energies when it's reversed. All right, depression and arrogance, two sides of the same coin. So don't self-sabotage. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Don't assume the worst is going to happen. Assume the best is going to happen, and just stay present and focus on something else. Put your intention out there about what you want, what you love, and then let go and focus on what is already working well in your life. The universe knows. Once it's out there, the universe knows. Let God, Source, Creator handle it for you. You have success leading the way, good news coming in. This is beautiful. The moon, the nighttime. Remember, the moon is a little bit shady. It's not full light. You know, there may be some things that you don't see here when you get this kind of illumination. At night, though, there's information coming in that's keeping you present. At night, you're able to be very present, maybe because you're not at work and you're not stressed out. You're able to tune into your body more and understand the imbalance that is in your life, the inequity. This is someone who's not kind, perhaps was given more or gave more than they were receiving. This can be debt, a scam, not sharing with others. And now someone is coming in with good news and leading the way after conflict over here, or in the pursuit of happiness, finding your way, finding your inspiration. And now the sun is out, there's full exposure, and finding that happiness comes from truth, and then, i.e., full exposure. And maybe just getting out in the sun as well. Why do we have the sun for Capricorn? All right, there's that information that came in, clarity. Knocks you off balance with a message of love. This can be a child or literally puppy love. Very innocent love. Perhaps to or from the King of Pentacles. And there's clarity about this love or this child. This is someone who is made to eat their words. This is someone choking on their words or the need to swallow their pride. They're not heeding the call. And now they need to get up and be brave and heed the call to action. So even though he's very good in his own right, he's also been snubbing something or sticking his nose up to something that was very important. And now that's been exposed. So that's Aquarius reversed too. So he could be dealing with an Aquarius reversed who's not good energy for him. And this clarity has been coming to him at night. And there's very uncomfortable energy around this Aquarius energy, or this need to wake up and not waking up. That can be indecisiveness, deliberation, not making a decision. Judgment is just making a decision. The point about not being judgmental is not judging yourself for having made a decision that maybe didn't turn out right, or not judging others because it's not your place to make their decisions for them. It's their place to do that. So that's what judgment means. We have the Magician here. Why at the end? That's, manifesting big time with the sun. That's great. This is dumping a load, dumping a burden, dumping responsibilities, perhaps confessing, no longer hurting your back. Perhaps in a relationship where you don't see eye to eye, or there's a disconnect, or perhaps something at a distance. Perhaps someone with a Leo, someone who's got an out of control ego or going through ego death. Okay, this can be your own pride. So after all that energy, there's a release. And now it's like you're able to manifest again. So you may have gone through some healing here. So what comes up next for you, Capricorn? Capricorn. And it reminds me of Thanksgiving with the corn. Halloween, though, first. And then I'm thinking of the pumpkins and the corn and all that kind of stuff for Thanksgiving. So some of you may be planning already for Thanksgiving. Here's the King of Cups. He's smirking. Look, he's having a little private conversation with himself. This is so much my Scorpio sun. He's just, look at that, he's just walking up the way to come in the door. I was just talking about you. Oh. So we have the King of Cups who's smiling to himself. He's got Saturn above his head, so it's very much Capricorn and Capricornian. But yet he's water too. And this is also unconditional love. So it's really beautiful energy coming up here. It's like, you have a secret, but it's emotional and beautiful, and it's about love, and it's about manifesting, and you have all the tools on board to do it. And there's the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. right? What a treasure. But who's watching the treasure? There's a little imp here, and here's a very slow turtle. Why are they the ones guarding the money, right? So, and this it's very childish, sweet energy around this. Like, you know, just who should be handling the money is the innocent and the playful, the ones who come from a childish wonder about the world. And that's very much what this King of Pentacles is like. He's in his inner child, smiling, daydreaming, thinking about something really loving. And then here's some weakness here. But this could be ego death. This could be a need to be strong and to be courageous. Perhaps responsible for a large sum of money. And you, as a Capricorn, they're going to feel very responsible or indebted, or it's 12:21 on the clock, that you needed to do something really good with this money. And then we have the Five of Swords, which is victory, but you know, there's no satisfaction in this victory because this is taking people down with truth, but without love. So remember, when you don't add love into your truthful words, you can really hurt other people unnecessarily. They're going to be wounded if you tell them the truth and it's hurtful, but you can do it with compassion, empathy, and love in order to avoid, you know, really hurting people, okay? And for those of you who let people walk all over you, this is having the courage to stand up for yourself, regardless of what other people say or do, and allow them to fall to heal their own wounds. Once you speak your truth with love and someone else falls from that, that's okay, because then they need to then reconcile with their own wounds, and then they will come back when they're ready. They can't. How can someone fault you for speaking the truth with love? They can't. It's the truth with love. It may not be their truth, but they will know it's your truth. So then we have the King of Swords, and he's in his truth. We're talking about truth here. All right, so here's someone in his truth and his integrity. Now remember, in the suits here, we've gone through the wands and the cups already. The King of Swords has integrated cups and wands already. He just hasn't integrated pentacles yet. So he's learning to manifest. He's already in domain of his thoughts and words. And he's got a lot of integrity. You know, that's like a judge, you know, who isn't uncaring. You can't be a judge without having empathy for other people. So this is like a judge. But in order to get the next step, you have to go to the Pentacles, learning to manifest from nothing, something from nothing. That's the mastering of the Pentacles. So King of Cups here. And look, we have the King of Pentacles is over here, upright. We have the King of Cups upright. We have the King of Swords upright. Do we have the... All right, who's the king missing? The King of Wands. And the King of Wands is the king that's always here. Didn't he come up in the minor cards though? Yeah, the King of... All right, so the King of Wands is reversed over here. See, he's the one king that needs to be worked on for Capricorn. You need to work on learning how to control your passions. How do you channel your passions into your work, into your love life, into your everyday, without getting out of control? So the King of Cups here. Why do we have the King of Cups? Well, there's a truth that's come in. This reading is very much about the truth. The truth has been presented to the Ten of Pentacles family, which is a very wealthy business, family, community, legacy, whatever it is. The truth has been presented to them. And it's giving them the opportunity to come clean, to get clean, to clean up their act or clean up their space. And the King of Cups is doing it with unconditional love, so they can't be mad at them. If they're coming with as the King of Cups with a smile on his face, presenting the truth, that's the truth in love, being presented to this Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community. It can be the country, the world, whatever it is. It's, you know, it's very abundant and wealthy. So why do we have the Ten of Pentacles here again? So why is the Ten of Pentacles there in the first place? Why is the Ten of Pentacles there? The Queen of Wands is upright. I just whistled, and that was coming up the other day. So she may be getting a lot of whistles or whistling on other people. But the Queen of Wands lover here may be breaking up with the King of Cups reversed, or he may not be happy in this relationship. There may not be anything wrong with the Queen of Wands, but he's unhappy. So there may be a disconnect in this relationship. This also can be someone who's very emotionally detached. Maybe she's very loving and he's not. He's disconnected from her. But she may be the one with all the money. And that maybe that's why he's been holding on, not because he wants to be in the relationship, but he's having a hard time letting go of the stability. So why do we have the Strength card reversed? You know, that could be the King of Cups' weakness, that hasn't let go. This could be lying, right? This is rumors, spying. You know, this can be any kind of mental or verbal issues, whether it's, you know, ADHD or autism or bipolarism, anything like that. This could be a child with a mouth on them who never shuts up, or the silent treatment, or just really mean words, right? You know, this is the most immature words possible, right? Because this is already immature, but positive. That's a kid who may say stupid things, but with a good intent. And they could even be gossiping, but not with any malintent here. Here, that's vicious because it's immature and mean. So this is coming up as someone being weak, and could be a Leo or someone, and this Queen of Wands could be Leo energy. She doesn't have to be Leo. It could just be going through ego death, or a Leo out of control, or ego out of control because of the money. Like if they think they're sexy and they're rich, that their partner should do whatever they tell them to do. That could be energy coming up here as well. So this is mean words, rumors. Like I said, kids acting up, and this is a death. This is an end, a dark night of the soul. Crossing the 4D bridge, or Scorpio energy here. All right, moving towards the King of Swords, but he's immovable here. He's the judge. He's of the truth. You can't sway the truth. This is manipulation because it's lies and silent treatment. And yeah, we got Scorpio, a combination of Scorpio and Leo reversed is not a good combination there. And then this is war with the Five of Swords. So why do we have the Five of Swords there for Capricorn? In order for the sun to come out, you had to, it's like the harsh truth when someone doesn't listen the first time. You have to get harsh. It's like tough love, like a mother. Like when you don't learn your lesson, that's when the tough love comes in order to get you to really hear and listen. So perhaps exposing all, or children really happy around the Queen of Cups reversed, who's unhappy or sad or manipulative. And then here's the Page of Pentacles going forward, offering help, money, opportunity to others. It's like the kids are all happy, and this could be a partner or one of the children, you know, really working to help others, loyal, helpful servant. And then the Queen of Cups is in between, being sad or hiding or being manipulative. But we have Leo energy here. So after, it could be the Queen of Cups was coming to offer help, but from a sad place or a manipulative place, so it wasn't working. People were receiving it as being taken down with the truth instead of where she really wanted to come from. And then we have the King of Swords here. Why? Because we have the King of Swords here, and he could have Scorpio in his chart for sure. Why do we have the King of Swords there at the end? Well, we got the Queen of Swords in the pursuit of happiness, to free themselves with an open heart, to take a leap of faith, perhaps performing, juggling, doing the daily, perhaps to move or visit with someone, or cause an end of a marriage, or the end of an era, an end of a party, like the party's over. But the new era has begun. It's like the age of Aquarius coming in with this fool being free with an open heart to take a leap of faith. And this disconnect or move or visit has to do with two people who were soulmates falling out in the past. This can be the past returning. It can be children who are giving you a hard time, perhaps with a move or the end of a marriage. Okay, but there's definitely the King and Queen of Swords, whether that's the couple with the children, or if that's someone you're moving toward after a move out of something else. So we end up here at the bottom of the deck And this is overworking perhaps with third party or social distancing, negative groups, but overworking with this energy, whatever it is. This is that Six of Cups reversed, which definitely can be a third party situation. Or just like I said, negative groups, it could be your kids being difficult and reaping rewards of finding peace in the situation. So we end up with the underlying energy being the Hermit reverse, which can be someone losing their mind or just feeling like they're losing their mind because they're over-isolating. This can be a parent with dementia or Alzheimer's coming out, or just going nuts, or people thinking you're nuts. And then we had this energy, which came up yesterday too together, the Empress and the Sovereign here. It's like the mother and daughter who are really rich, who are both single and independent, and who are holding back their time, money, and effort. Why? So here's someone, like this could be a partner they can feel like they're over-isolating, going crazy, because they have everything they need to do whatever they want, but now they can't do whatever they want because there's restrictions, right? Even them, now they don't have their power they thought they had. But now they're saving instead of spending, perhaps learning something different to be moderate, or they're being greedy, holding back their money because they have everything. They don't, they want for nothing. Or they're just standing out and being an example that even if we can't do whatever we want, it's okay. Perhaps they're playing ball or doing something fun, or saving or magnetizing things, like playing games and learning how to use their energy instead. Okay, so this is the underlying energy going into this read. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Empress, we have the Emperor reversed, we have the Sovereign, we have the Page of Pentacles. They're like kids. And then the Knight of Pentacles came up here at the end. So all of the Pentacles are upright. Really positive energy for the wealth of the Ten of Pentacles family. But there's the truth. The truth has come out. And is the Ten of Pentacles family, are they all living in their authentic truth? And if not, then some of that may be falling in the near future. So let's pull an energy card here. You have definitely a good read though, especially compared to everything that came up yesterday. Leading the way on a quest. Re-energized. Perhaps a lot of kids' energy or young employees really inspiring you. And having new information come in. And allowing the purge. Loving both your light and your shadow self. Allowing a breakup if it needs to happen. Or even if you just have no partner right now. Loving yourself first anyway. And taking advantage of the time alone. Of the things that you can't do when you're with other people. Not being a naysayer or expecting the worst, which can definitely be a Capricorn thing. Only expect the best. And then we have you coming in with good news, or somebody else coming in good news for you, leading the way to full exposure, sunshine, having all tools on board, unconditional love, the dream family, ego death, the need for strength and courage to always stand in your truth, but taint it always with love. Right, so make sure to be truthful, but also to show love as well. So for Capricorn, that came right out. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. And second chakra is all about sexual energy, creative energy, right? Just co-creating in general. And she looks a little bit bored. 36 is the Ten of Wands, the Atlas, weight of the world upon your shoulder energy. So it's about, dropping those burdens, which is definitely coming up here. The Ten of Wands was reversed. So dumping a load, dumping responsibilities, dumping burdens, confessing, like taking the whole load off in order to just enjoy, be fully exposed, and then how can you not be truthful and loving? You can't. It's when people hold secrets where their life starts to fall apart. And this is about stepping back and taking a bigger perspective on the world, not just your individual perspective, but the perspective of the whole. Not just the sexual and creative energy that comes within, but how does it affect the whole? And this is about meditation too, because when you meditate, it's the best way to raise the energies for the world, because you connect directly with the collective consciousness. It's so much better than protest, because you raise your energy and then it automatically raises the energy of everyone around you, because you'll no longer draw in negative energies to your sphere. So 29 is the Three of Wands. It's about being present in the moment, instead of looking forward or looking back, staying present and being in gratitude. And there is Capricorn, rest and rejuvenation. So it really is about stepping down, retiring, loving yourself first. 19, spending time in the sun. Okay, this is very, unlike Capricorn, work, 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 responsibility, responsibilities. This is stop. Love yourself first, be authentic to who you are, and then go from a place of pure inspiration, period. Not by what other people's expectations are that want to have you all tied up and manipulate you. 23 is the King of Wands, who was reversed. This is why the King of Wands is coming up here, because you need to learn how to control passions, or other people who can't control their passions, you can't be manipulated by them. The underlying energy is 51, which is also coming up as significant yesterday when I was doing Divine Masculine read. The healer of the ages. And I just told you about Christopher Macklin. Okay? So check out that video. This is also about your own healing abilities. 51 is the King of Swords. And here again is that same kind of energy, the 48 of walking away from all of those emotions you put into something and going within. You have all the time in the world. The time is an illusion, right? We're not in a linear age anymore. We are multidimensional people. So allow yourself to ascend. Angel of Balance. There's Egyptian energy coming up here. And then, be the healer that you are. Healer, heal thyself was actually coming up yesterday for Libra. And 51 is a sword, which is Libra energy. So, as Capricorn, you could either have Libra in your chart, or there's a separate Libra in your energy that's very significant. And we have the King and Queen of Swords both here too. But we have the whole Pentacles family. So as far as Capricorn, you could be a Capricorn of anything. You can be one of the kids. You can be an adult. You can be the grandparent. They're all upright. So it's really positive. This is a purge, or just feeling in the dumps, because you had to fall in order to stand up for yourself and surrender to this energetic exchange and the arrows of love here, Capricorn. It's really positive reading for you guys. Okay, take a deep breath. And don't forget to do that healing. It's really good. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to, but I recommend it highly. And make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. Make sure you go out and touch a tree, or put your feet in the grass, or meditate. Make sure you get the sun in your face, in your eyes. It's really good for you to get the codes. And as always, rise and be loved, you guys. I will talk to you very soon. It's a great reading.